Hey everyone, welcome to my new, slightly more professional setup. It's still shit. Like I promised, we're going to be doing more bionicle shit. Just now, finals are coming up in about a week or so. Yeah, I might not make a video for a little bit. Not that you care, because these are shit. So, let's get on with this. And here we have the Protector of Fire. I know the Protectors technically have names, but I can't be bothered to learn them considering they had very little part in this. So I'm just going to call this guy Vakama. So, Vakama over here. Well, Protector of Fire region. You can see he's got these weird fire crystal blades. 2 of them. They're nice. He's got pretty bulky armor. And the badass shoulder cannon. I remember how awesome it was when he just sidles up to Tahu with a large following of Matoran. He's in a cloak, but then Skull Spires appear and he just fucking blasts them. Goes from wise mentor to fucking badass in a second. Now, he's got weird blue eyes. Well, this works. He's got some, he's mostly orange and silver with some yellow. And some black in there, but yeah. Now, here is the mask. It's yellow and red. I'm not sure how they do the whole dual colors thing, but I do intend to find out. So, oh yeah, just know that for all Matoran and Protectors, this is the mask. While all the important characters get their own masks. Okay, technically the beasts get the same masks too, but yeah. As do the Skull Scorpios and Warriors, but yeah. Everything gets a uniform mask. Now, let us move on. So, here we have the Protector of Water. I'm just calling her Nokama. So, with this one, you have much slimmer armor, as well as back armor. Something the other set didn't have. It's the same chest piece. But yeah. And instead of actual armor, you have these turbine bits for swimming. Now, here's her mask. I actually like this light blue. It works well with the dark blue. She has piercing green eyes. Now, no actual armor outside of the abdomen, but yeah. That's actually logical considering you don't want to be heavy while in water. As well, you want to be able to go as cone-like as possible when entering it, because, fun fact, falling in water has pretty consistent results as falling on concrete. Except with water, you don't have to drag your broken body up. Just thought that was interesting. Now, her weapon is basically a scuba diving device with spears on it. I don't know if you're supposed to launch the spears, but yeah. Also, just a heads up, whenever I have extra parts, I will just stitch them onto the model. Just, yeah. Thought you might like to know that. Let's move on. Now, here we have the Protector of Jungle. Yeah. So, this one, again, has very slim armor, but not as slim. Also, unlike the Protector of Water, he's got crystal blades, though, in his bow. Yeah, the water, well, Protector of Water and Protector of Earth are the only ones not to have this part. Yeah. Now, this one has asymmetry, but though not too much, as well as back armor. Still rare for this series. Also, his feet have this. Now, a lot like the Protector of Water, his mask is just two variances on the same color. He also has green eyes. Now, well, Protector of Water was mostly two variances of blue. This one's yellow and green. Not complaining, but still. Also, now the Protectors have a golden armor. Now, his bow actually comes with a different piece in the middle than uniform, so I just stuck the extra stud there. Also, the elemental blasters, their canonicity is weird. Like, Protector of Fire is blasting continuously a bunch of skull spires that then runs out despite it not being more than 6 shots. And no other indicators of anything. I don't know, I just thought I'd bring it up. Oh yeah, by the way, you have to... I know this is pretty obvious, but you have to twist this to make it launch. Because it displaces the studs, but... yeah. This actually does make sense considering he lives in the jungle and... Have you ever tried running when it's very hot out and humid? It sucks. Also, you want to be camouflaged a lot. Now, little armor when you're holding a bow, yeah, you're going to want to be able to move and articulate a lot, but still. Let us proceed. Here we have the Protector Stone. Now, if you're like me and you hate asymmetry, you will wonder why you bought this set. Seriously, this screwed me up when I was building it. Like, oh shit, am I missing parts? Oh wait. It's different arms. The shit. Now, in old bionicle, there was a complaint that after a while, stone stopped being brown, but became orange. This one kind of takes a middle ground, orangish brown. So yeah. Also, for some reason, yellow lime green is the main color of Earth, the elemental one, if you will. Now, this guy's got a staff, crystal bits, no dual colors, just pure green. Minimal difference to the bow from the Protector of Jungle. And yeah, this guy goes back to having the blue eyes. And he's got little horns and whatnot everywhere, even on his feet. This guy's got armor on the opposite arm. And considering this is basically just the bow, yeah, and I'm not sure. So yeah, mask, you've been looking at it. Yeah, if I'm running out of things to say, it's because these are the small sets that there's not much to talk about. Oh, also, something I forgot to mention about the Protector of Fire. Their only articulation is forearm and shoulder. Just thought that was interesting. So, here's the Protector of Earth. Now, this guy's, well, black and purple. Now, I actually do like the stoniness of his armor. I don't know what to say about it. Now he's got similar armor structure to the Protector of Fire, but oh wait, his cannon is coming out of his fucking chest. And considering this stuff's supposed to be passed down from one generation to the next or whatever, it's actually kind of confusing and concerning. Especially considering he didn't give it to Onua, so I believe that's part of his body. None of the other Matoran seem to have it, so this seems kind of horrifying. So yeah, what are his other weapons? This shieldy thingy, which was stolen for the Quake Beasts. They just added some extra colors to it. And some throwing daggers. Which, considering everything is made out of metal, is not useful. Now, old Bionicle, this is a reboot, so I'm going to keep harping on it. The creatures of Earth had dark green eyes to show they had, well, night vision. This guy just has a standard green. And considering the only light stones are Agil's crystals, seriously, what the fuck was going through their heads, man? This becomes very confusing. So yeah, it does actually create a kind of funny scenario where he's just standing there like, yeah. You pissed him off, he knocked you down, you're like, what are you gonna do? And he just starts spinning this thing like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Yeah. Actually, the purple in his mask seems to be very faded. Also, something you'll note that the bullets are not transparent. Considering they had transparent purple, yeah. Considering they gave transparent studs to Onua later, makes this kind of confusing. But, yeah. On to the Protector of Ice. Here we have the Protector of Ice. So, yeah. This guy is a lot like the Protector of Fire in that he has very little articulation. Now, this set fortunately doesn't have asymmetry. That's good. Yeah, I actually do kind of like this set. This weapon is incomprehensible, but still enjoyable. And his shield, well, when I first got this and then later got a Kimu set, I thought, why the fuck is this shield silver and not cyan? So yeah. Now, this thing does not allow articulation. Though if you position it like this, you hear that. So yeah. And I don't think it... And if you put it under, maybe considering the other one, but yeah. This guy, he goes back to the piercing blue eyes. White dragon. Anyways. Now, he actually is one of two protectors, the other being Earth, to have different colored hands. And he's the only one with transparent hands. Now, again, more back armor. And, yeah, light blue and white. Ice and snow. But yeah, I honestly don't get the blade shield. Or the saw shield. Also, you can't position it like this at all. Like, It's a buzzsaw, okay, but yeah, I don't think they're going to be using it all that much, especially with ice, probably clogging everything up and chipping it to shit. Actually, in all the millennia, why did these weapons never get upgraded or advanced in any way? Okay. But, yeah. I mean, they were facing a ton of menaces. Nobody was able to go to the Massmaker City, so yeah. I'm surprised they weren't trying to advance these so they can make any progress. But, yeah. Now, let's move on to the skull spiders. Now, here we have the skull spiders. Basically, the Karana mixed with the Visorak, to some extent. Now, one of these was included with each set, save for the Lord of Skull Spiders, kind of. Now, the green one was arranged with fire and I think jungle. Silver with ice and I want to say water. Dark blue with earth and tailed dark blue with stone. Just that, the Skull Scorpio and Skull Scorpion pretty much just coexist to fuck with the cannon, but still. I think the dark blue ones are incredibly durable, silver ones have excellent vision through whatever. Green, I don't remember. Yeah. They latch onto your face and take over. These are really hard to put on the Toa because you either just have to put the bottom ones on their armor or have to pull off their entire head just to do it. But yeah. Now these things were apparently such a problem that they have to summon the Toa. Something they didn't even do when Akimu was put in a coma and the entire island was decimated. And seeing as of how they didn't summon the Toa earlier, that seems like kind of bullshit. And considering that stars are light years away, like millions, I'm pretty sure that the Toa didn't get there from stars over time of about 1,000 years. Whereas, considering the speed of light, but whatever. But yeah, I do actually like the concept. Just skull-based entities. Now, there's no real skull part to them, but you do get undead and skull vibes if that makes any sense. Which, considering it came from my mouth, it doesn't. Now then, let us progress to the Toa. The thing you wanted to see this whole time. Or whatever the thumbnail was. Here we have Tahu, Master of Fire. I guess pretty much one of the closer things the entire canon has to a protagonist, main character. Now, he has a little bit of back armor and two golden swords. Now, I think that they do a good job with gold and red in this. Keep that in mind, by the way. If you own these sets, you probably already know what I'm talking about. Also, I do like how the armor is at his hands. I don't think they do that with many other sets. Now, you have the golden mask. Now, in the original Bionicle, yes, I'm still harping. The golden masks were after the Toa had found different masks. It was basically just fusing the masks together for convenience. It's like, in this, they specifically find them. Now, that raises the question of why they didn't just have the gold masks to begin with for quite a while, until it was confirmed in the books that the masks were made by Kimu just before the tragedy. Yeah. Now, Tahu's other weapon is, well, basically Lee Khan's shtick. Also, with this, you're either supposed to put both swords in his hands, which, screw that noise, that does not look good, or put it in his shoulder and just sort of lower it down to be armor, I guess. Very sharp armor that probably hurts him every time he tries to stretch. Now, yes, you can separate this into multiple blades, but yeah. Also, they never even touch on what happens to these masks. For all we know, the Skull Spiders have them. Now, in initial canon, this was the Mask of Protection. In initial canon, there was pretty much only Mask of Light and Dark, and that's all the elemental masks. The rest were powers. Ignore any noises you hear. The sound still has shitty sound insulation. But yeah. Now, I can only think of a handful of masks that aren't powers. Or I mean elements, sorry. So yeah, good set. Jolly good set! Yeah. Let us proceed. Here's Golly, Toa of Water. Now, in the initial set, this mask was, well, Mask of Water Breathing. Which, this looks nothing like that old mask, so, yeah. The initial one had tubes, it was transparent, a face visor, yeah. You get the picture. So, yeah. She sort of screws with the logics by having what appears to be iron armor on underwater. Almost as much as armor as Tahu. So yeah, this is what her weapon looks like without her gold mask. With it, this part's at the top. Canonically, she's able to pull these off and use them on her feet, sort of like Golly Nuva could. But, yeah. Also, she's got weird jutting out spikes on her feet. And similar armor to Tahu with the bits at the top. And less back armor. So, similar set. But yeah, I still recommend. Yeah, you'll notice a lot of consistency in this review. Also, stay a little while after the Lord of Skull Spiders. It's either after or just before that I show you something. Here is just Lewa, Guardian of Jungle. Now, in the initial canon, he was Toa of Air. Though he may as well have been Toa of Jungle given his powers. Now, in initial canon, Mask of Levitation. Go figure. Now, these are what are added on, but if you'll look at the bottom, yeah, these are able to go on the back. They're not wings. Also, his armor seems to have these weird bits at the top. Are they, like, foreshadowing to The creature of jungle? I doubt it. Also, his armor's like this, where the protecty bits are at the top, not at the sides. Or at the bottom. Also, I didn't comment on this, but the chest plate pieces are really well designed. Or at least have a lot of effort in them. Mostly they're just colors and shapes. Really only Gollies seem to have anything worth noting, but that's mostly just this bit, which you probably cannot even see. So yeah, I'm not even going to bother. Let us proceed to Pohatu. Now then, Pohatu. Let's get into this. So, his main weapon, a dagger, which you'll remember from the Visorak. Or, not Visorak, Vaki. Yeah, that's it. Now, after you put the boomerangs on, you just sort of snap it in on the back. Maybe this could be armor. Doubt it. Now, he has boomerangs which can canonically go on his feet to help him in sand. However, since he had to do that to get the golden mask, doubt it. Now, oh, by the way, Tahu has blue eyes, Lewa and Golly have green eyes. This guy still has green eyes, too. He has vaguely similar armor to Tahu, and the same torso piece as Golly. Okay, enough stalling for time. Let's get to the elephant in this room. The asymmetry. Again, this bit to the armor should, well, be here. Hell, there's no reason for him to have armor on only one side. I don't get it. Also, this side's green, but this side isn't. This side's iron, this one's whatever. This whole thing is strange. Also, canonically, Mask of Speed. So, yeah. Also, Pohatu canonically hates Scorpios. That's a character trait they at least make good work with. However, they make him come off as a whiny bitch in Journey to the One. Pohatu, we're just asking you to temporarily merge your power with the Scorpion. You don't have to fuck it. Like you were implying you felt you had to, just before we entered the maze. Seriously, just look at that scene and tell me that you're not getting that joking vibe. Huh. But yeah. Okay. Also, we still got the spiny bits. Just thought that was worth mentioning. Okay. Now let's move on to a much better set. Now, here we have Onua. Oh, wait, I didn't take the hammer off. Because canonically, he needs his golden mask for that. Without it, he's just left with his shoulder pads for digging. Yeah, they're literally the same thing. Also, back armor. Though so minimal given this hulking giant, not worth mentioning. Also, there's supposed to be stickers on this, but, well, I can't handle that responsibility and I can't find them now. Now, he's purple and black, just like the others, and is sort of a torso piece, despite this hulking bodybuilder bit. And let me just get the golden mask on in the armor, so. Yeah. Also, the part of the hammer is a boot, is a shoe, a foot, whatever. Now the gray part at the bottom, yeah, that's just me tacking more shit on. You can kind of put it on the back, the hammer, but that just looks weird as fuck. Maybe you're supposed to put it upside down, or I put this connector bit on, but I don't know. Maybe it's for something else. Now he is a hulking set, and now if you take this and Uniter Nua, you know this guy got fucking nerfed. He got slimmed down extremely. Don't even know how Akimu did that. Sure, his hammer got better. This doesn't look like it could be used for anything. Not even breaking shit. He's the only one who doesn't get an elemental blaster in this year. Though technically in Bionicle, I'd say that the entire cannon lasts about a week at the max. Yeah, I'd say like anywhere between 4 and 6 days. So yeah, also, unlike the others, he has antagonist feet. And they managed to work some gold in well. But, yeah, they don't overdo it. Now, let's go into the other elephant in the room. Hoo boy. Here's Kopaka, Protector of Ice. Now, if you've seen any other reviews, in which case why are you watching a shitty one? Yeah, you'll know that the gold doesn't work in this one. It's just overbearing at the top. Though I think the rest of it's okay. Except the mask kind of looks eggshell. You know, like that old stuff that just turns yellow after time. But yeah, he's got Golly's chest or torso bit. Yeah. Now his main weapon, also his blue eyes, and I know his green, is this ice spear, which has another Vaki end bit, and this random as hell crystal bit at the end, and this random as hell nubby bit at the end. I don't get it. They went out of their way for it. Now his golden mask, I don't know if I can get the fucking thing on. Also, he has some back armor, a lot like Tahu. And monster hands for armor. There. Now, his main weapon is another fucking Lee Khan ripoff. Though you can't break it, canonically take it apart, and it's a hell of a lot less useful. But it makes a good ass shield until everything flies through the massive gaps, but whatever. Actually, shielding ends up being Kopaka's thing this time around. But yeah, nothing more to say here, just an okay set. Could have used less gold. Also, anyone know where I can get a blank version of the gold chest plate? And a way of making stickers? Just curious. So, I've decided I'm going to do this thing before the Lord of Skull Spiders. So, let us proceed. So, here we have a semi-combiner from this. Of the protectors canonically give their shit to the Toa, who are already well equipped. This doesn't happen in the animations, which are most likely very, very biased by the storyteller. But, yeah. Tahu gets these things, which I think would be slightly less useful than his golden blades, I'm not sure. And he gets a fucking blaster. Infinitely more useful. Especially considering it's canonically out of ammo. Also, this guy, I guess, gets armor. But, yeah. Still pretty cool. Now, if we could have only gotten actual combiners for these things. Really, combination models in the original one were spotty, but at least canon and useful. There were only 3 real combiners, and only one of them was canon. And not even a combiner in canon. We'll get to that later. Now, Golly gets these, spinny things, and this, which I don't think would be as useful as anyone thinks. You can't really grip it that well. Unless she has, well, 4 arms of steel, which, considering the coloration of this armor, she very well might. Wait. And this one, and Nokama over here, I guess, gets, more armor. Yeah, I don't really know much about the canonicity of this stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, I have no fucking clue how to give Layla the bow, especially considering there's no way you can hold it and the katana. There's this shit in the back. And literally no way of him holding everything. So yeah. Let's consider this a maybe. Now, here we have Pohatu. My least favorite set and character from the reboot. Now, unlike with the others, the Protector of Stone doesn't actually get anything out of him. Except, I don't know, possibly his dagger. But yeah. I just realized how unbalanced all the Toa's gear is. And not just symmetrically. Now, powered up Pohatu, I actually really like. You get his armor, looks a bit awkward, but still. He gets his new spinny thing. The sides are, I guess, where the knives are supposed to go. And the Toa, Protector of Earth, has the highest chance of going home to his family that night, considering he actually has a weapon. Let us continue. Now, here's where the, okay, technically I showed this earlier, but where the item giving doesn't really work. Doesn't entirely function right. There's not always enough space for things. Not everything works together well. And it's kind of confusing. Sure, there are instructions online, but yeah, no. Especially considering I don't think they have those on the site anymore, and I'm not willing to go on the Internet Wayback Machine. So, yeah, we'll classify this one as a maybe. Though, I'm not sure, but maybe these shoulder pads go on Kopaka. That might even out the colors a bit, but I don't think so. Also, I forgot to mention, his mask was initially of X-ray vision. So, yeah. Now here we have the Lord of Skull Spiders. The head honcho, the main antagonist, I guess, for the first few minutes. Now, he has the golden mask of skull spiders. This is the maybe I was mentioning earlier. Now, I don't know much about this thing considering there's not much in canon. But, yeah. It's able to... Either side is able to telekinetically control skull spiders. So, yeah. Now, unlike the others who just had, arm movement, or in the case of the protectors, the bullets, this one has gripping. This is gripping action, ain't it? Christ, that one was terrible even for me. It has 6 legs. Still more spider-like than the other skull spiders, which have only 4 or 5 legs. I don't know. I'm starting to agree with... I think I'm starting to figure out why Pohatu hates scorpions. Because they're fucking with the canon. But yeah. It actually has fangs and can spit poison. He's got a torso bit here, spikes everywhere. Because why the fuck not? He's a spider, let's make him as fucking horrible to look at as possible. We already hate spiders. And a chest plate at the front. So yeah. Somehow he's able to effortlessly beat Toa. Like, hell, he just flips his fucking front leg and a toe will go fucking flying. Also got a ear in it. It was you working together that beat it, not the masks. That would have been much better. Oh, you probably could have just drowned the fucking thing. Like what we all do with spiders. You weird, weird entity. So yeah, I don't know if this thing's as powerful as a golden mask, headcanon, maybe. Also, I think it canonically died in the books. They like crushed it to death with rocks. So yeah. Its affiliation with Makuta and the Skull Raiders is weird, but I think they're working together. So yeah. I think I should off-awkward this by, yeah. Also, this thing's actually a smaller set, or at least a cheaper set than the Toa. So yeah. The whole thing is awkward. So yeah. Let's off-awkward this. See, he does have masks. In conclusion, 2015 was actually a really good year. It was the return of Bionicle, and I actually find it kind of fitting that the Toa are Titan-sized. Yeah, seriously, these things are Titans. Now, I do find them kind of bulky. And canonically not much personality is given. They're kind of 1 or 2 dimensional characters, but hey, I'd say they got like 4 hours and a few books. To basically hand out personality to 7 protagonists, 2.5 antagonists, and 6 animals. And that's not counting the books. I haven't read them yet. I'm planning to, though. Which probably give the protectors and a few random Matoran identities and personalities, but yeah. Yeah, I do find the weird semi combination models interesting, but not really practical or doable. But yeah, they're basically just returning it. They're rebooting it, but trying to adjust it to those of us who grew up with bionicle. I pretty much, the furthest memory I have is about around the Toa of Light bit and Metro Nui. So, yeah, I'd say that I fall into this. So, yeah. Also, yeah. I am saddened that there are no actual canon combination models, but I'm actually seriously thinking of making some of my own combination models. After all, I already did a video fusing Umarak and Akimu. I haven't checked the likes to dislike ratings, but I'm pretty sure you all hated it. And since I like torturing you, and you guys appear to be masochists, why not? So yeah, I feel the sudden obligation to go through the story. After the prologue, where Kuda creates a mask of ultimate power, they just part of the island is decimated. Well, just fully destroyed, and the rest of the island is decimated, with Akimu comatose and the Mask of Creation missing. Toa are called out about 1,000 years later to sort out, to sort out the Skull Spiders, because apparently they're pest control. And not, oh yeah, our entire world was decimated control. Seriously, that blast must have been at least a few hydrogen bombs. But yeah, they come down, are greeted by the protectors who show them the way to some sacred temples with golden masks. One wonders why the protectors didn't just put on the golden masks themselves and sort this shit out. But whatever. So the Toa go to free Akimu because they were told to, as they're amnesic. Yeah, I think they could have done more with the story, but that's just nitpicking. Honestly, I think they could have gone into previous times the Toa have been summoned. I even got an idea as to why they would be amnesic. Because they've only known the strife of the world their whole lives. So, of course, they think the world is only strife and go mad trying to fix everything. So they'd be amnesic just so they wouldn't remember anything. And so they wouldn't remember outdated fighting moves that could be easily countered. Yeah, the story's plot hole written. We all know that, but still, I do like it. Admittedly, for the same reason that a lot of us like the crappier stuff from our childhood that is really bad in hindsight. Well, because we love it, and frankly, who cares? It was still good to us then, and why not have fond memories? Now, I'm gonna go before all this optimism makes me physically sick. Good night, everybody. I'd say I'll see you all in hell, but hell is just having to watch my videos for eternity. I'd assume.